It is September 23rd. Sun's just coming up. Actually, might be a bit dark in this shot. I'm here at in Banff National Park in Johnson Creek Trailhead, Moose Meadows it's called on the map. And I'm going to do the Sawback Mountain Loop Trail. So I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to be heading up to the Inkpots, popular day hike, and then continue on to Badger Pass Camp tonight. So decent bit of distance to do, but it's supposed to be beautiful weather. It's actually a pretty quick drive in from Calgary. I think it's about an hour and 50 minutes because the eastern end of the Bow Valley Parkway is closed this month for the bike riders to use it. So you have to go in off of 93. Anyway, looking forward to it. Be on my way. All right, well, it's 7:35. I'm hitting the trail. Don't know if you can see that mountain behind me with the sun on it. Eagle or something. Anyway, so just leaving the trailhead, and when I pulled up in the car, I saw these signs. I was like, oh no, it's bear closure. I do have alternates, but that would have been a bit of a bummer. Anyway, what it is a maintenance closure of Johnson Canyon. So this trail just skirts the edge of that closure, but it's not bears, so that's good. All right, it's 8:20. I've reached the junction where this trail meets the trail that comes up from Johnson Canyon. It's 3.2K from the parking lot, so that's pretty good time. That's steady uphill. Trail's not very exciting. It's in the trees, and the trail itself is what you can see behind me. There's a few tips. Check for trail closures before you leave, not at the trailhead. So got lucky there, but I had alternates, but still, always better to check. Number two, if you're flying in to go to the parks here, do some hikes, renting bear spray is just as expensive as actually buying it. But the hotel you're staying at, check at the front desk, because that's where I got this from. Because so many people come here and have to get bear spray, and they can't take it back on the plane, so they leave it at the hotel. Another tip, if you're not used to being in bear country, when I got this bear spray from the front desk, obviously somebody had left it there. This safety was still firmly attached to the can. If a bear had come, absolutely no way they could have got it to work. So fortunately I did check it. But yeah, if buy new bear spray, make sure it's ready to go. Anyway. These days, unfortunately, you kind of have to do this, because God, wouldn't that look good on the gram as you tumble down 500-600 feet. Boy oh boy. Very nice. This is a very popular day hike. That's Friday, so and it's early, so there's no one here really. So just looking back on where I came from the trail in, I mean, the colors are just outstanding. It's got a little thin sheet of ice on it. These are, see kind of if you can make out the actual ink pots. These are warm springs, so I think they maintain a +4 all year round, but looks like they do get a bit of ice. This one doesn't. Just stunning. So just looking back at the ink pots, well, I can't see the wooden rails and everything. A little bit of snow in the mountains. Sun peeking up. I've got 1.7 to Larry's camp and 10.4 to Lake Llewellyn. There you go. So it's quite pleasant at the ink pots. I guess you need that maybe in the early part of the year. So it's nice to see the ink pots without people. There's a couple day hikers who left almost right away, and then a couple trail runners who did the same. Very popular day hike trails, lots of road for the most part. It's opening up. This is nice. Yeah, so it's just nice to see it with no people and be able to take some pictures of the people in the shot. So there you go. So headed down this way. I think I'm going off that way. I'll probably stop in Larry's camp for a snack, but also take some ibuprofen. Unfortunately, my last hike, my IT band was acting up. Doing exercises and stretches since, but hasn't been enough. So I'm kind of not sure what to do now. Well, I didn't see a sign, but there's pad 3. So right in the middle of the campsite. Didn't even notice. Well, have a little look around. There's a sign up ahead. There's 10 tent pads here, so I guess they're spread out quite a bit. Go have a look. It is 10 to 10. Yeah, just came in there. So I'll go check out the rest and find somewhere to take a break. Figure out what to do. Anyway, I'm here at Larry's camp, just having a snack, sort of contemplating the options. I think the IT band acting up, going over Badger Pass and then Mystic Pass would be, and they're big mileage days too, for me at least, and that just doesn't make sense. So I think just to salvage something, I got about another, I think I got just over 8K from here to Johnson Creek campground. We'll take another break there. And then it's only just over 5K to Badger Pass Junction camp. We're on book tonight. So I looked at the contour lines of the map. It looks okay. So I'm going to do that. All right, so just cross the bridge out of Johnson Camp at the intersection. Right to Mystic Pass. So I'm headed to Badger Pass Junction, 14K. We will reassess in 8.5. So I'll certainly say this: it's very demoralizing. Very demoralizing. The injury flares up and prevents you from doing what you want to do. I almost turned around at the ink pots. I'm like, well, I'm here. It's relatively flat to Badger Pass Junction, Badger Camp. I don't know. It starts raining. I'm gonna be pissed. It's supposed to be just cloudy, not supposed to rain, but it looks a bit ominous. Tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful. So I think I just need to suck it up, Buttercup, and try and enjoy myself. Jeez. I mean, this is lovely. Oh, there's an eating area over there. Funny. Can't say I like seeing all this fur on the trail. I don't know what happened here. I don't think it was good. Anyway, more of the same. Kind of figured this might be a walk in the woods. Also 10 after 11. This is interesting. Gate or something. Don't see a trail camera. Anyway, the gate is broken. Huh. The trees are thinning out up ahead. I'm, you know, can't do my trip. Injured, walking in the woods, starting to rain. We at least get some views. This is quite pretty, actually. Just a couple minutes later, see a trail. I'm thinking that I see something. I wonder if it's a warden's cabin, which would be great because they're a nice spot. So maybe the trees are going to open up. They do seem to be thinning. Let's go see what's going on here. Oh yeah, there we go. It is. It's pretty cool. Yeah, a little wander. It's not a bad spot, but generally they're in better spots. This is just okay for a warden's cabin. Don't see a name. I just have to look at my map. I don't actually remember seeing it on the map. I did see, I thought I saw some hoof prints coming the other way. Outhouse. Storage. Oh, well, that's a really nice paddock they have for the horses. I guess that kind of cheers me up a bit, actually. You know, it's not much, but you know, you do these trips to just to see things, see different stuff, interesting things. So this was unexpected. I'm wondering maybe if the trees don't thin out, if the warden's cabin is here, not in a beautiful meadow with a river overlooking a vista. Maybe there isn't one. Oh well. So, still walking in the woods, didn't open up. Oh well. It's darker and darker. So it just looks like there's a little, must be a washout over there. There's a detour. But someone's written on it. I just can't. Something horns. Well, I guess we'll see. So I've intersected back with the old trail. That was a lengthy detour, so I guess the river really didn't just wash out a little bit of bank, it moved quite a bit. I figured out what the sign said. I was thinking about it. What does that mean? And horses. That's what the black said. So the horses would go that way too, because that trail's defunct, because all it was a hiker sign. I don't know how many horses come up here. I did see hoof prints earlier, but that was probably coming from the warden's cabin. Although it didn't look used. And I didn't see it on my map either, so don't know. Hard to tell, really. Anyway, oh, interesting mushrooms, I guess, fungus, fuzzy things. Huh. Don't think we'll be having mushroom soup tonight. Not for me. It's just nice. Very nice. That's interesting. I think people just come up this little bit of trail because they haven't seen a view in so long. They want to look at the river and what little view we have. But actually it used to be the trail. There's a very old bridge. Yeah, interesting. Water's so clear. The new bridge isn't quite as sophisticated, but it does the job. Another little peekaboo through the washout. Still have sun. I saw really the prettiest gray and white bird. Is a good size too, like a magpie size. White head, gray, really pretty. Couldn't get my camera out in time. Anyway, should be right around the corner from the next campsite. Took a good break there. Well, made it. What time is it? 10 to 1. Johnson Creek and Llewellyn Lake. So I got another like 5.5K to Badger Pass camp where I'm booked tonight. Last couple K were hard though. I wish I had taken a screenshot of the campsite reservations. I did that in Algonquin and that was great. Not that I needed to, but I could see what was booked at least that morning. I don't think these campsites are full. I don't remember them being full. So I think I'm just gonna go into Johnson Creek and just have a big old break. Real old break, because it's, you know, it's only an hour, 2 hours to Badger Pass, and so no danger of not making it. Just should I? Just need to sit and think. These things do move a bit, but I'm not getting my feet wet either. That's a bonus. Jeez. Johnson Canyon, Llewellyn Lake. I don't know. Everybody wants to stay at Llewellyn Lake, of course. I'm not even sure. I don't know what this campsite's going to look like. Unpopular campsites, as I discovered on the Assiniboine trip, aren't always the best. Just kind of lose their allure. I'm going to stop here first. Just take a break. Just want to check it out because I'm not booked at either of these. And I'm just worried at Llewellyn Lake. I'm pretty sure it's not booked, but I don't want to be that guy. So I looked at the map. Yeah, this is not the path. This is not the trail of the campsite. Pretty damn sure. I think it might actually be the trail to Badger Pass. So I'll have to look at the pictures, a sign over there across the river. Admittedly, I didn't look at it too closely. I just kind of assumed the trail continued. I'm pretty sure it did. I didn't see a campsite sign. That probably should have been my clue. And it could be it's just up the trail a little bit more, because on the map it's to the south of the trail, and I turned north. Oops. Yeah, I mean, these places are pretty well marked. I should have known that that wasn't a proper campsite sign, but who the hell knows. So I'll follow the trail to Llewellyn Lake. That other campsite should be south of here, not north. And it should be like right here. So hopefully that's the case, because I think I made the decision. I'm gonna definitely do at least one night here, maybe even two. Might take a 0 day. Instead of a high mileage, big pass alpine trip, I'm gonna make it a nice relaxing, other than the walk back on my knee, a nice relaxing podcast, Kindle, mooch around kind of trip. That's okay too. Finally. Clearly I didn't find the other campsite, so another day. But if I can't have a mountain pass, I will take a mountain lake. That is okay by me. Oh, this will do. Oh yeah. Wow. I guess this is my punishment for not making it to Badger Pass, for having a bum knee. I suppose I can handle it. Wow. You just kind of probably can't see it. You can just hear the waterfall down there, coming down there to the lake. Amazing. Oh. Wow. I gotta sit down. Wow. Alright, well, so here's my dilemma. I'd like to camp here. I'm here. I walked all the way up the damn mountain to get here. By accident, I suppose. But this is the more popular site. If people are coming here, they're going to camp here. I don't remember how many people camped here. I'm sure there's an open spot. Doesn't mean it wasn't booked this morning. And the only way to find out is wait for people to show up. And it's just too early. And if it wasn't kind of threatening with rain, it wouldn't be such a big deal. I'd just chill and hang out and wait for people. But I just don't want it to rain. I'm sitting here and it starts raining. Oh, there's a bit of sun. So I guess I've come to a decision. I'm gonna head back down to the other camp. It's just, the clouds are getting a little lower. It's cool. Will it rain? Maybe not. But if it rains and I'm just sitting here trying to throw up a tent and I don't even know if I can stay here, that's not going to be good. So I know I can stay at the other one. May not have the same view, but you know, I came, hung out for a bit, enjoyed it, saw it. So, you know, that was worth it. I got my little fix-it alpine. That's what I was looking for. Didn't get the two big alpine passes, but this is pretty special too. So I'm gonna head back down that campsite. Well, and after all that, there's the bridge, and there's a campsite sign, and I can see tent pads. It's like right there. I think I came down that path, so I'll see if there's a sign there. Obviously I missed something. I can see the campsite signs facing this way, which is really strange. Anyway, that actually worked out for the best, because now I've actually, I wasn't actually on this trip, I was just going to bypass and go straight to Badger Camp. I wasn't actually going to see the lake, because you know, I was going to keep going. So it worked out okay. It was nice to see it. Hung out for a bit. I'm going to set up camp and chill for a bit. I guess at this point I'm just trying to prove I'm not an idiot. Here's the trail. There's the trail coming down from the junction. Right? That's what you're looking at. You can't see squat, but you see a bridge. And you see the trail on the other side. And an illegal campfire, but you know, whatever. So yeah, you're just thinking, it's got to be over there somewhere. And actually, and I didn't check my map, admittedly. I didn't look at the map, but the National Geographic map I had, which is a crappy scale, granted, shows it on the other side of the river. So, ain't me. Here we are. And here, the entrance to the campsite, there's nothing. Like, how far do you have to go? I can see the sign, I can see that from the other side of the river, but you can't see it in any other direction. Anyway, is what it is. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, to write a sign, August 14th. I think there's been some freezing nights here, so hopefully they're asleep or gone away, or whatever they do. This isn't terrible. Got some peaks through the trees there, nice little river. And you are allowed fires, just obviously not back there where someone had a campfire. Nice picnic bench. Lockers, of course. I think they're all new on this trail. They look brand new, that's for sure. Actually, it looks like there's a lot of maintenance going on, because all of the facilities look in really good shape, and the tent pads have wood shavings on them, which looks pretty new. One thing I will say about the tent pads, and that goes for every campsite I've seen today, they all have rocks, which means the ground is hard, which is always a pain, but it's all right, we'll figure it out. I decided on one because it's got the views, man. I don't mind the river, some people don't like it. 5's way away, so that's good. The other thing too is it's got actually bigger rocks. And easier access to even bigger rocks. There's tons of them, of course, down there, but yeah, I like this. I like the fact that I got a log I can sit on, and That's actually not a bad view at all. That's the only campsite with the view. And I can kind of watch people going up the trail to the lake. I can count them and see if I could have stayed there. But I'm pretty happy with this. Actually, the outhouse too is actually over there a decent ways, but it's not too close to the campsite. But this is actually the closest one to that, if that matters. So yeah, pretty happy. Well, it's 4 o'clock and I made the right call. It's been raining a bit for about half an hour or so. I guess you can hear it on the tent over the river, but yeah. So yeah, I'm happy as a clam. I am all set up, dry, everything unpacked. Guess I'll cook dinner in the vestibule tonight. That didn't bother me at all. So yeah, that's... So it did stop raining. A little bit of blue up there. So it's nice, so I decided I'll be legal and come eat down by the eating area. Actually, it's quite... Let's go down here, this is okay. Just a nice wild mountain river. There's a decent amount of blue up there now. I thought it cooled down too. It's actually, what's the time? Oh, I don't have the time. I think it's about 6:30. It's definitely cooling down. I got this zipped all the way up. This is a warm jacket, but yeah, we need a warm jacket for this time of year. I just gotta wait for my food. Well, it's the next day, and as promised, it's a beautiful day. The camp here at Johnson Creek's actually is quite a nice campsite. The river's nice fire pit and everything. But Llewellyn Lake is obviously the destination here. So, you know, if you're able to book that, it's a great place to camp. Obviously, it's beautiful. That said, if it was your only destination as an out and back, not sure I would do that. It's 18K or so. Walk in the woods. So as part of the Sawback Trail, sure, or if you're going to go out to Badger Pass and do a couple day hikes there, great. But yeah, but other than that, yeah, it's a great spot.